Vámonos.
Go on. You did the countdown.
Hi!
There it is.
Hello there, you beautiful people.
Hi, it's me. DM, because you love me. It's Allie, and it's the 11th session.
See,
I remembered.
All on your own.
Um,
Good job.
all on my own. No outside help. Casey was not holding his hands up. He did not have a sign with the number. I am brilliant. Welcome back
Death.
to D&D, to Ashen. Or at least the side part where we're in Odrin's Light. Last we had left off, the group had ventured into the Cerealia forest, searching for a large white wolf, as being told that there was some kind of essentially child's tale that it had, there was a wolf of story that had been fighting a knight with a giant shield with a gem in the middle, and the wolf had barreled its head into the shield, and in turn had the stone put into its forehead. Now, it was just you were supposed to look for it, see if it was there, get the gem. You know, that'd be pretty neat. And after some time, one of you, Ash, had found a wolf carousing around in your sack, and I believe I said it had taken 15. How much? Took a lot of
It
your
was basically,
rations.
yeah, it took 15 like food from me. So I did what any normal same person did and stabbed
And
in
you
the fucking
stabbed it.
face.
Yes. It whined and it cried, and y'all chased after it until eventually you had come across two other wolves. Now, it was simple fighting. You had pretty much barreled through those wolves no problem. Until finally, one wolf ran into a cave and came out with the exact same one you were looking for. Not realizing it just yet, but after some talking, one of you making a really good perception check, and managing to notice that in the center of its head was indeed a shiny blue gem. Not as big as you would imagined it to have been, but big enough to notice. And so, as you all talked to it for a brief moment, because it seemed to speak with you, and then after a while proceeded to just kill the shit out of it, a brief moment, we nearly lost two comrades. We were quite close with Ripley, except for the fact that one of them used sticky barbs, or silver barbs, and I straight up forgot I had multi-attack.
thank God.
So, thank God for you. Nearly killed their companion, Jake. Um, but with that all being said and done, the group had entered into the cave after killing the wolf and taking out the stone from its forehead, only to find that it was pulling on the senses. And one of you, Ash, had managed to push back against the feeling for two tries, doing wonderful. After retrieving the stone and putting it back into the shield, one of you, Shuma, had saw that your companion looked uncomfortable holding it, and just in an attempt to free maybe a little bit of weight off his shoulders, you grabbed the shield, and you never wanted to let go of it again. It attached itself to your arm in an icy grasp of a prism, and now it's stuck to you, unable to be removed unless you work out how to get rid of a curse. Or go to somebody who can help with that. But you met up with Chandra, who managed to find you all, to let you know that one of the only real ways she's seen people get out of the handcuffs or the neck lock as magic users in White Gulch is if you literally die for a little while. Because that's what she does. But teaching all that technique is a little bit harder than you would think. As you guys are brought back into everything, and you guys have reached your destination, breaking through the tree line. And my boss is calling me.
And the
And
Timberfelt woke up
Tobin's
from a
awake.
small nap.
There.
Oh man, I've been seeing numbers everywhere recently.
It's open.
That's the 12 world.
Yeah, we brought a train. Nice.
No, that was a car.
You are just in time.
Oh, hey, Tobin, how you been doing? So good. I mean, you are gonna get yourself, something to eat or get yourself together.
I just need some hydration.
Okay. Get hydrated.
I just want to imagine Tobin just like sitting in a bed with a blanket pulled up to his neck and he's shriveled like a raisin. He's like, I need hydration.
Depending on where I put my head when I'm laying down, my head would be in the way of the.
We can barely hear you.
Yeah. You're kind of far away and movely.
Oh shit.
We want to hear you, Timberpelt, but your microphone is not picking up your sultry voice.
Your deep, beautiful Native American accent.
No. I don't know what the hell that. I don't know what the hell that was that fell.
Oh my god, now Casey's getting called.
I'm in the middle of something.
I go.
Vámonos.
Take a train. Just gotta.
I mean, we're not on a train yet. I mean, we're.
No,
basically-
no. Storytelling's like a train. You know, you gotta rev up the engine, or whatever trains do. I don't know. I don't play a train anymore.
You will be a train
I once was. I wanted to be.
one day.
Okay. As you guys are making your way through what is currently the month of renewal, the first month on the 10th, it's a fairly chilly day. It's getting colder and colder the farther and longer you stay out here. It's gone from a pretty decent, like, maybe 53 or so, and it's dropped down to a 45, and it's getting even lower. It's reaching under, like, into the 30s. As it's just a little windy, and it's been drizzling pretty much since 2 days ago. And you've had like one day in the week where it stopped raining, and it's back to raining. So it's an uncomfortable shower, snow rain. The ground is mushy. And you guys are just trudging through it as well as you can. But you guys have broken through the tree length, or the tree line after a good while. And ahead, you see what seems to be a kind of broken-ish brick pathway, leading up to the backside of what appears to be a home.
Hmm.
Thank God.
I want to note just the backside of this home is about 30 feet.
So we're in it.
You're not in it. The back of it, from what you can see, because you can't see the full house yet, but what you're guessing this area is about 30 feet up. Just this wall. As you guys are kind of looking at it. It's fairly tall.
Alright. I need a. We're just gonna look to the group and just say, "I need a fireplace."
Same.
Let's go on the front if we can go on the front of the house.
Yeah, and he like tries to, and Ash just tries to wring out his like hair that's probably like dripping wet.
Yeah, right now I can say Ripley is also kind of like she is like shit like shaking like shivering in a bit like she needs a fireplace, like she needs to get something warm or a hot drink or anything.
As you guys will go on ahead, Chandra is gonna just pick a spot, like on a stone or something, and be like, "No, I'm gonna wait out here for a while. I'm not really needed this far. So, have fun. Enjoy whatever you're doing, I guess."
If we ever need to find you, where should we look for you?
Yeah, here.
Okay. All right. We'll head on then.
The path is a simple broken brick. As you guys kind of follow it, you can see some weeds have overgrown it over time, but it still seems to be kempt enough. As there's this long path to follow that eventually leads into what looks like a small center garden that still seems to be well pruned. Beautiful roses growing, a fountain in the middle that is not working anymore, but in the center is what looks like a beautiful woman adorned in what seems to be a like really long robe and hood over the head as she's holding her hands up. And you can see there's like a symbol on the back of her hand. And it's just kind of like what appears to be just like an eyeball shape. But it's like really as much detail as you can get just from how far up it is, since it's a fairly large fountain. Like you're guessing the water would have come out through the hands. Uh but nothing's like pouring out at all. Like it's been dry for a while. You can still see some scattered coins at the bottom too.
Hmm. Does the place look like deserted, like it hasn't been like inhabited for a while?
No, like it. Looking over it, it feels cold and empty. But seeing the way the garden looks, it feels like there has to be somebody watching over it.
Hmm.
Like the ground, it doesn't look like it's been treaded on or walked on in quite some time, but everything is so still well kept that there's no reason why nobody wouldn't be here.
I really, I'll play the players in DM. I really hope we don't get into a caretaker situation. If you know
Hey,
where,
what now?
if you kn- A caretaker situation. If you know where I'm referencing.
Never. I don't know the reference.
Oh, then you haven't got to that part with your 3 yet.
No, I haven't. Shit. Stop reminding me that I haven't been able to play it. I mean, I have, but like, I just
But yeah,
time.
Ripley is going to she is going to approach the entrance.
It's a long way to the entrance. Like, the house is fairly tall, and from what you can tell, it's that way because the first floor is the middle floor. So, because there's stairs that lead up to the middle floor, and then down at the bottom, you can see windows and such that would go into rooms. But it seems like they just really wanted this beautiful, giant, grand entrance leading upward. As you'll walk up, or at least slither up the stairs very slowly. The stairs are also very fucking cold. They look like a mixture of, like, as you look down, you think you're gonna see brick, but it seems to have transitioned to a very beautiful limestone. As you just kind of slither up it before reaching the top. And the door is a hardy, what looks like oak, just simple oak door, with a knocker on either end, and the knocker seems to be of two like fairly not well sculpted but decently sculpted dragon heads with the knockers in their mouths.
Alright, she is going to use the knocker to basically, basically just make noise. Basically use the knocker to let whoever's inside know that there's that we're outside.
Does anyone else want to do anything while Ripley's taking the wheel?
Asher's just like, I just want to go fucking inside.
I want to imagine Ripley as you're going to knock. You just hear this like trot 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 noise behind you as like Ash is like kind of dancing in like where he's standing, trying to regulate heat.
Yeah.
We definitely need a warm place.
Yeah.
Too much cold. I think we have enough cold for a while, and wolves as well.
Technically, since it's also been raining a lot, we're like freezing.
Oh yeah, you're cold. You're fucking freezing.
We're freezing.
I have warm clothes.
You would still be fairly cold. It has been raining pretty bad, and plus like trying to find ground
Shape
that is
water.
dry.
Go away. Make an ice shield above my head. No rain.
It's still uncomfortable. It's
Fine.
still uncomfortable for you.
Poor Jake.
Yeah, Jake, he's been kind of in a really sour mood for the past near week. Like, you guys have been, like, looking at him, and he's been walking behind the group instead of ahead. And he's just kind of just staring down at the ground with his two little hands, like, together as he'll walk behind y'all. Just seeming really somber. And he doesn't really, like, seem to care as he's just, like, his ears are flattened back against his head. His fur's all slicked like a rat, you know? And he doesn't look right. He's been smelling worse because he's been getting wet more often.
I imagine Timberpot's quite the same with at least the fur and the rat.
Yeah, at least Timberpelt's, like, occasionally stopping to shake his fur out.
Kuma has not been stopping to shake her fur. She's very much just been quiet.
Thank God I have skills. Because having hair will be annoying.
As the rest of you, I'm guessing, circle at least the lower area or coming up the stairs at this time. Those who are at the door, which I'm guessing seems to be Ash and Ripley, you knock on the door. You wait for a little while before you hear the low, low sound of footsteps on the other side of the door. Very slow, before hearing a knock back.
Hello?
Was there like a secret knock that like Wolf told us to do?
I don't think so.
Knock
hello.
again.
Yeah, as Ripley, as you do say hello, you'll hear just the softest, just hello.
Hey, hello there. I'm sorry to be a bother, but could we seek shelter for a bit? It's we're very cold. We're very cold, and we need to get ourselves warm.
Give it one moment. You're gonna hear the footsteps totter off before they come back, and you're gonna hear the sound of like the doors unlocking. There's like one lock, then another lock, then another lock, then a few more, then about another 5 before finally the last one goes. And usually it's like a full, like these doors are fairly tall. Like the knockers are small enough, but these are really tall doors. They're at least twice your height. You hear the sound of all this unlocking and you're like, oh god, that's a lot. Only to have a small portion of the door open up for you. And you can just see what looks like a very much older looking half-elven like young man. Not young man, but a much older looking half-elven man. As he's kind of slouched over as he'll look through the doorway and peer at you. His hair is almost whitened other than streaks of what looks like a very dark blackish blue. and his eyes are these glowing, like amber colors, seem to be still brimming with life as he peers at you through like slightly cracked glasses. Just, what do you want?
Like I said earlier, we only seek shelter, to get ourselves warm for a bit, and after that we'll be on
Well,
our way.
not true. We have some business, right?
Wait, is this the right place?
believe
Is this
so.
the right place that we're supposed to go?
Yes, this is the right place that
yeah.
we're supposed to go.
Where are you supposed to be?
Well, we were supposed to be at the Evil Mansion.
Oh,
I think it was pronounced Evil Manassian.
it's pronounced evil. Evil is not
Evil?
the right one.
Oh,
It's supposed to be evil. Evil is wrong.
okay.
And they made a typo in that map. They haven't fixed it in 50 odd years.
Interesting.
Not
Okay.
gonna mention it. But it's fine. But come in. Just wipe your feet on the floor. He'll just kind of usher himself back as he waits for people to come in.
As
Like at first,
as
I
Lana
Ash
goes
literally
through the
takes
door.
out-
Oh, Ash, you go first.
Okay, I think Ash goes in and he literally takes out a hoof pick out of his bag to start like doing his feet.
It's gonna follow Ash, or she'll just head on.
Getting any loose stones and mud all off of him.
As Lana walks
she-
through the
she will help.
doorway, she
She will
like
help him
instead
out.
of just swiping her feet, will stomp around, like jump into the air like a kid's jumping in a puddle to get all the dirt and snow off.
He'll just watch. He doesn't really care. He's just waiting for everyone to come in.
Just doesn't even attempt to wipe feet, just walking in.
Oh no.
Excuse me,
I
tall
tap,
one.
I tap Shuma on the I guess lower leg because I can't reach that high with the cleansing stone, and now they're all clean.
Jake will just come in and just like he'll probably be last to come in. Timberbell, how do you want to wipe your feet? Because that seems to be a running thing here.
He'll wipe his feet like normal and then
Yes,
just
but
shake
this,
off any excess water off.
but what is normal?
For his normal, it'd just be the same kind of like back leg kicking motion.
Like you're attempting to learn how to moonwalk.
Yeah, something like that.
Like
Picturing you shaking like a dog.
Yeah, just I'm trying to think of where I've seen them. Well, I've seen dogs do it. I don't know about wolves, or coyotes, but just running with it. Yeah, that little. I've seen them when they're trying to like kick dirt on
Oh yeah,
somebody who'd done a comedic fall for that little extra salt in the wounds, and then after doing that for trying to get the mud off, he'll just shake any excess water off of them.
and Jake will just come inside, and just very quietly, just like, when you're trying to collect static shock from like a carpet, he's just gonna do that in a rapid motion before walking, just probably just standing off adjacent from the party, as the older man will shut the door again, and you're just gonna see this whole line of locks that he's gonna go back to locking up. And he's like, okay. Can't get out now. What do you need from me?
working for some art collectors, and we heard that you might be interested in being a client or possibly know stuff about any artifacts.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how did you find out about me?
Employers told us about you.
What?
The people who employ us.
Should we just
Oh.
should we just tell them the name so it'll be more easier?
Wolf. And Yanetta.
He'll kind of squint his eyes and just be like, never heard of them. Okay. All right. What part? Does anyone want coffee or tea? It's really
Yes.
late. It's really
Yes.
early. I can't tell time anymore.
I could use it.
Yes, please. I could take tea.
And just
Same.
stumble off towards where essentially kitchen is.
Also,
Dude,
do you have a fireplace?
Yes, the foyer. It's just a few feet away. It's in the center area.
Do you have a restroom?
Oh, second floor. Once you go up the stairs, it's the first one on the right.
She's gonna walk.
Alright, Ash is gonna try to start a fire.
Yeah, she will help him.
I'm sorry for a brief moment. I outed of contexted myself. She's cool. Let's just start a fire. That was just the first thing I heard, and then I was like, they're starting the fireplace fire, Allie. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
Yep.
let me go cast Flaming Sphere. We'll be fine.
I got burning hands.
I got
Classic.
me some burnt nail.
Does anyone have a
I
tinderbox?
just like, let's.
Let me go look.
I
at my-
do. I have a tinderbox, but I'm in the bathroom.
Wait,
You
let me go
are.
look.
I do have a
Let's burn the
tinderbox.
place to
Yes,
the
I
ground.
do have. Yes, I do have a tinderbox.
Of course, the guy who smokes weed has a tinderbox.
Yes. I also have a tinderbox.
Of course you do. All right. Stretching. Done stretching.
Out of character,
Okay.
should Timberpelt start borrowing people's tinderboxes and just start taking them by accident?
I wouldn't be surprised when you're like, hey, can I borrow this? Just for a minute. I'll give it back, I promise. And then you never give it back. Looks like every single lighter in humanity. It's either you lose it, it runs out, and you throw it away, or somebody else takes it from you because they asked to borrow it, and then you never get it back. That's a lighter's lifespan.
I think, I think seeing this, Ash would never lend him his tinderbox.
Alright. But you can just use tinderbox. There seems to be like some fresh wood down beside the fireplace, as well as like there's like a collection of what looks like old crumpled up like bad printed parchment. Like maybe parchment that wasn't like it's too thin or it's too flammable, and they just kind of threw it out and he collected them. So that's what he's using.
Just using a flint.
Yeah. Just using that and then being able to sort of fire with it and then putting
Yeah.
the paper under it. You can start a pretty decent fire. A good bit of you surrounding it as the elven man will go to the half elven man will go to his little like kitchen space, and you can hear the sound of like him putting like 2 kettles on the stove. Just there's a lot of people, Jesus. More than normal. More than last time. He's just gonna make some tea for everyone, or at least heat up the tea kettle and just have some tea options and some coffee options up there.
Yeah, we're pleased. We're pleased. Definitely going to just it's just definitely like obviously the simple on the fireplace and just basically just entangle herself.
As you guys are sitting there, and one of you goes to use the bathroom, and the rest of you seem to kind of cuddle around the fireplace. You're gonna hear like the sound of like light clattering as you look, and you're seeing just this older man attempting to carry an entire platter of hot tea out. just shaking slightly from the weight.
Oh, we should probably help him with that.
It's not gonna help.
Ash just gets up and like takes the tray.
It's just essential. You just help him essentially
Yeah.
place it down onto the table.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah, God, I'm not as youthful as I used to be." It's all at your disposal. I'll pour himself a nice thing of tea. So, should we wait on your friend to get out of the bathroom?
Basically,
I don't know what they're doing.
What is Shuma doing in the bathroom?
I think she's taking a shower.
Okay.
By the way, you're
As you-
already all clean, just so you know. You're taking a
She doesn't
shower
feel
for the.
it.
But there's
She
a
doesn't
difference
feel it.
Oh, it
between
doesn't feel clean.
being
Okay.
clean, not feeling clean.
I like to imagine that the sword is still attached. Not the sword.
The shield.
The shield is still
Yeah.
attached.
Yeah.
Like as
A
like
bit of
Shuma,
her-
as you're taking off your robe, it takes you a while to just get it off the arm.
I think at that point she just rips it off.
Yeah, you essentially tear your robe as you take this thing off.
I think it just consciously she's using hot water to try to melt the ice, but like right now she's just sitting in the shower.
As you just as you're in the shower, the moment you try to enter it and you put your arm under the hot water, it hurts a lot. Like it's such a painful sting, but you eventually get used to it after a while. So you sit on the ground and you have one arm hanging out of the tub and the other one is just like kind of against your face as you're leaned back, just sweating from the absolute just uncomfortableness that is this arm. Like just the heat of the water in the room is overbearing.
At this, Ash just says, "Oh, wait."
Are you with Shuma in the shower?
No,
Okay.
No.
Dude, you're joining me in the shower?
no.
Bro.
Sorry.
Once
we would grab our tea.
we're gonna kind of consume our snacks and drinks, I guess just drinks, in a kind of awkward silence, enjoying the sound of
Yeah,
from
we-
in the distance, Shuma kind of wincing in the shower occasionally. And
Like,
then just silence.
As you guys are just sitting there sipping and eating, occasionally he's just go.
Oh yeah, the reason we're here. Yeah.
Reason you're here.
Death.
No,
Reason you're here.
because when we're here with the whole artifact thing, like, are we in the right place?
Are we not waiting for the shoo-shoo?
No, I guess not. No
Okay,
point.
let's go.
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of would you be interested in do you have any information on the artifacts? On any artifacts in this?
Okay. What part of Odrin's Light are you from?
Well, let's just say that we are new.
New.
Yeah, I was just born.
That's cryptic.
Well,
I highly doubt that.
let's just say we're not from Odin's Light. We're just outsiders.
Are you from the place of ash?
Well, word travels fast. Yes. So yes, we do.
I'm from my mother's body.
All right, sweetie. He's just gonna gently as you guys are like talking, he's just going to gently like kind of push a small like box towards Lonnie as he's talking, just like, well, Lucy, there's a bit of a catch here. I'm more familiar actually with Asher's artifacts, but here I am not as familiar. There have been a few things, but
Then you would definitely enjoy the trading with enjoy our trade with
actually I wouldn't. I don't want anything to do with that place.
well, wait, Ash?
I don't want anything to do with Asher.
You don't want to
Why
do
would
with Ash? What did Ash do to you?
Ash
No,
looks
she's-
very
Irony
offended at
comes
him.
from your name, child.
No, it's metally or coppery,
Oh.
not irony.
But why don't you want to have anything to deal with fashion, if you don't mind me asking?
I left that place when it was still called the Detonations. It was a long time ago. As you can see, I'm not as brutally handsome as I once was, but when I was there, people don't care about you.
Well, to be honest, I definitely understand that. Well, Ashley has changed a lot. Well, before you left, a lot of shit has happened. I wasn't born at the time where the whole thing
The
of
god was killed.
the god was killed. You know,
Yeah.
my dad, dealing with the whole maiden creed, weird stuff that he's been telling me that's been going on.
I still can't believe she managed to do it.
Blackstone no longer deals in human trafficking as much.
Yeah,
Human-
the guardians of Ashen were a thing.
Well, in humanoid trafficking.
Let me just put it this way. Things are complicated, yes. I have looked into this place for what I could in the time I've been here. But the most prevalent thing people seem to latch onto is the idea of the tainted. There's not really idea talks about artifacts much days, unless it's, something of great renown. Like the sword of the wolf and the shield, that story. Or the witch in the woods. That's
Well,
another one.
Oh, well, we do know about the wolf and the shield since we do have the artifact. Well, we have a problem with that actually. Our uh, our our companion Shuma he seems to have the shield attached to their arm, and they have no way of removing it.
Oh, shame. Anyways, but yeah, that's probably about it. There's the wolf and the shield, there's the witch in the woods, and let's see.
Well,
So
since you
no,
don't know
it's
nothing about the wolf and the shield, wait, you don't know nothing about the wolf and the shield, right?
Just the story tale of it.
Can you tell us the story so we can get a good idea of why the shield attached to our friend?
It's supposed to be shield of rage, icy and something, this and that. Giant wielded it and brought down civilizations with it.
Oh dear.
And some say he went mad. And then there's the whole idea of his fate being brought down because of a cunning wolf that managed to. He
Strike
was
him.
trying to steal the gem and then ended up running straight headfirst into him and impaling it in his head. And then growing sizes and then killing him.
Alright, that's nice. So you know nothing about how to lift the I would say the whole curse with the shield.
Nothing on that.
Well, That's at least that's at least something. Okay, then how about the story of the forest witch that you mentioned?
The Witch in the Woods.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just a simple kids folklore, where it's like, um, if you go near woods, these ones, it's Opalwood, I believe it's called known as. If you go to the woods during a time of night, uh, those who go in, only one comes out. It's kind of like the idea that little kids will go into the woods and then only one would come back, the rest would be gone.
So what happens if we just do like a reverse psychology? Just one would just go in, and then one would just, and then the same person would just come. Actually, yeah, actually, never. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, never
No one
mind.
ever goes into the woods alone. It's sort of like a. It's either most people count it to a witch. It's probably just a wolf out there eating. Like there's just wolves out there eating
Well,
kids. I
well, we
wouldn't be
did.
surprised. They're all
Well,
feral.
if it's a wolf, I think we'll be fine since we dealt with a big motherfucker. That's similar to the that's similar to the story that you mentioned with the wolf and the shield. I
But
mean,
this
we
is
killed it.
Opal Woods, right? It's just different from Wolf
Uh,
Woods.
yes, this is the Cerulean, and then the one across on the other side of the continent is, well, not the other side, but on the other side is Overwood. It's on the other side. Did I mention that?
You do. Hey, out of curiosity, um, since you are from Ashen, do you recognize the name of Cleopatra?
No,
Cleopatra Skyer?
Skya, yes, not Cleopatra.
Well, a friend of ours, Cleopatra Skyer was, we went with her on the voyage here, the voyage here, and we found out that she was captured by.
Fruitless voyage. Yeah.
Yes, it seems to be a worth it adventure. Definitely. But now she was captured by the people of Origin's Line. Then we're gonna try and get her out. You know the whole business.
If she's in White Gulch, good luck. But since y'all are in Eldritch Light, you're gonna need even more things than luck.
We'll see what we can do.
Is there any?
Over. Anybody say Ash?
I was gonna say, is there anything else that you could possibly give us?
And then, hold on, let me get one thing. He'll get up really fast, wipe himself down, and go over to like you can see there's like a series, just cabinets along the walls in sort of this open area, and he'll you'll see him reach in through like a small slit in a table and pull out a key before going to a lock on one of the cabinets and opening it and pulling out this.
While he's turned his back, I'm gonna play with the box that he pushed towards me.
Alright.
And open it and see what it is.
Alright. Roll me a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh shit.
20.
You just barely move your head out of the way in time as this bright burst of confetti just whizzes past your nose and explodes in the area above your head.
Box.
And he just chuckles a little bit as he pulls out what seems to be a small parchment paper as well as a bag, it looks like. And he'll shut the door and lock it. Lock the cabinet again, slide it back into the slot before being like, alright, this isn't much, but if you ever feel like you need it, he'll roll out the map, or not the map. Sorry, the parchment. It's not a map, but my brain was like, if it's rolled up and it's parchment, it's a map. It's not a map. Allie, it's not a map. Alright. In the center of, like, on this parchment paper, it seems to be, like, a small kind of, portrait, what it seems to be. Or, like, at least, like, a waist up portrait of what looks like a beautiful woman. Her hair is, like, when I say beautiful, I mean the most standard metric of beautiful. Just kind of baseline, yes, pretty lady. Fair, almost like banana colored skin. Like, it's really creamy looking and that beautiful, like, light tan yellow. She's got, like, longish hair. It reaches to about like maybe just below the shoulder. Seems to be kind of a more deep and eccentric black and blue kind of color with these shines of purple. She's wearing a very simple dress robe, and he'll place this black bag down on top of it. I can't give you much, but if you employers are also from where you seek to be, maybe give them this. I have no use for it anymore, anyways.
Wow, this will definitely do. Yeah, she would check it out.
Whoa, a black bag! That's so cool.
There is something in the bag, but
I know.
he has not opened it.
Yeah, Ripley is going to check the bag.
On the inside, as you open the bag and you stare in, you see what looks like a slight reflection of a crystalline color. And as you stare in the bag, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh boy. God damn it, my wisdom is loud.
Nice.
As you stare into the bag, you suddenly feel this pressure emanate, and the rest of you watch as Ripley is looking into the bag at first, kind of curiously and kind of, doing a little waggle of her tongue, and then suddenly she, like, freezes up and is staring down into the bag with intensity as Ripley, you are gazing and eye-locked with a single purple eye staring back at you.
I want to
shit.
see.
Gaze into the into the eye.
Gaze into the abyss. What? Ripley, you okay? And then Lonet's gonna look into the bag too.
You look into double people looking into the bag, kind of weird. But as you kind of look in, and you're having to push on, like, Ripley's head a bit because she has those big, folds of the cobra on the side of her head, like those the big fans. You're just kind of having to push your way through, and as you look in, you don't see anything. You just see, like, a small, like, what looks like a pretty, like, maybe the size of, like, a baseball sized gem on the inside, like, from the crystalline color. But other than that, you can't really see anything. And Ripley, you just eye locked with this eye on the inside of the bag.
So can I move?
What if we close the bag and close off eye contact?
Can I move? Or
We don't know that there's an eye thing or what is happening, so
Well, we
I'm
can
just
see
going to
that-
take Ripley.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just see Ripley looking in the bag, and you're just a little curious about it.
Right.
Ripley, as you're staring down into this bag, you're not really able to move. You're like, you can move your eyes as you're, like, kind of staring at it, like, all around. And eventually you just hear a somber voice reach your ears. Just, hello?
Hello? Why can I not move?
Hello?
Who are you?
I don't know why you can't move.
Okay, what's happening?
What is happening?
I I'm confused.
Me too.
Okay, who are you?
Who are you?
I am Ripley.
Hello. I am Snowy.
Well, hello, Snowy. Can you tell me where you are? Or are you the
No.
thing, or are you the one that I'm staring into right now? And for
Are
some
you
reason,
the one I'm staring at right now?
yes, it would seem so.
Then I think it's the same on my end.
Um, now I'm confused.
Me too.
Uh,
We're gonna make lovely friends. And as you like, you're staring at it, and as Ripley's been staring at it for what looks like a full minute. Ripley, you're gonna blink suddenly, and you don't see the eye anymore, and you can move.
she's gonna look at the the elf man. You say elf or is gnome? Sorry,
Half elf.
half elf. She's gonna look at the half elf and she's gonna be like, "What the fuck was that?"
I have no idea. I was always told never to look in the bag.
Why did you
It was my
listen?
mother's.
Why
Well, you
did
seem to be
you?
hardy adventurers. I thought I was being told not to look in the bag because my mother sucked.
That
So,
would be that information would be nice if you tell us before I looked into the bag.
well, you just kind of grab it and look in it.
I'm sorry, I did not expect to see something
You saw
I
something?
just yes.
Yeah.
It was like a purplish like eye that for some reason when I gaze upon it, I cannot move, and then out of nowhere I heard a voice. And it was confused as I was.
To be fair, I was always told if I looked at the gem for too long, it would lower its value. So that's why I never looked.
The fuck?
I just thought it was an expensive gem.
Say check.
Go ahead.
Ripley at this point is just flabbergasted.
Natural
Oh yeah, you
one.
believe this man. You believe this man so hard. He probably just thought it was expensive ass diamond or something.
Ripley is just flabbergasted, like
He's doing the well, guess I'll die meme like shrug.
Like most old men.
Like, there's you believe him.
Okay, the only thing I know from the gem that it calls itself Snowy, and then it said that will be like what like great friends
Great
or
friends.
good friends.
Says
And
me as a
and
player.
that's it.
I don't know.
Uh,
Listen, I'm just trying to part with these things. My
She's
my
gonna
mother, you can have that. Don't want any
she's
more.
gonna look back into the bag and just grab the gem.
As you reach in and you attempt to grab the gem, your hands do not enclose around anything.
She's gonna grab the bag and just basically pour her entire face in it.
As you re-put your face into the bag, it's a small bag. It's not that large, but as you re-put your face kind of into the bag, as you like kind of push one eye in to stare at it, you will immediately get a flash of bright like purple color as you guys will see really freeze again, and you hear the voice reach your ears. Just, oh, you're back so soon.
I kind of start to put my
I'm
little small finger into one of Ripley's ear holes.
okay. So okay. Hello, hello, Snowy.
Hello, Ripley.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Well, I'm here. I'm looking at you.
And I'm looking back at you as well.
Yes.
Can you, like I said, can you tell me more about yourself? Like who are you? What do you like? What?
I like the color purple
I
and
see.
yellow.
That's I mean, I see no yellow, but I definitely seen purple.
Yellow's a great color to go with purple. Also, pink and white.
Wait, what?
Pink and
Oh,
white.
pink and white. I like pink as well.
You're pretty.
Thank you. I'm. Actually, never mind. I think I already said questions. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
No, I'm just confused.
Well, me too. As they say this, another minute passes as y'all are watching Ripley just stare into this thing before being swooped. You're pushed right back into normal reality, and there is no eye in the back.
But there is a finger in your ear hole.
There is a finger in your ear hole.
Yeah, I like to imagine.
She's gonna look at Mommy.
Ew! You have earwax in there.
She's just gonna keep staring at the honey.
I'm gonna wipe off the ear gunk on your scales.
I'm gonna hold on to. I'm gonna go.
Would
hold
have
on.
had to climb up Ripley to do that, right?
Probably.
In a way, yes.
I feel like Lonnie just grabs a chair and just trying to reach.
I'd probably stand on the table, to be honest.
Yeah, Ripley is just. I may keep this back for a bit.
Why?
Just more questions. I still need to answer, but this one's becoming quite confused
Quite
as I am.
addictive.
I just need more. Just leads you to more questions. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a confusing experience.
Who are you?
What?
And I think Ash is just going to turn to Timberpelt and just say, "Hey, Shuma's been in the bathroom for a long time. Do you mind go checking on her?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna go too. Let's go look at Shuma in the shower.
Ripley's just gonna go back.
Shuma, what are you doing in the shower?
She's just sitting there and just thinking to herself. She's lost in the sauce. She's so many questions and so little answers. She's just trying to find any way to relax, even for but a moment.
Do you think while everyone's downstairs doing their own thing and you've been up there in the bath in a while, would you at any point contact your god?
I think she's already done enough contacting with her god at the moment.
Okay.
I think at most she's just trying to relax and try to contemplate what information she's been given and how she feels about it. Because though it's the right way to feel, according to her god, there's still some questions in the back of her mind, like, why do I feel this way? And right now she's just having like this weird Inside Out-esque movie within her head of what's going on? Like the old man from downstairs, that pose he did,
Mhm.
that's just her brain.
As you're relaxing, or at least attempting to, you like raise the arm, the shield above your head as you stare at it. And it doesn't look good. Like the parts that's attached with the ice have kind of reddened, with irritation. The shield, you don't like it. It's pretty ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're just kind of staring at it, and just kind of drifting off into thought, you just hear a knock.
I think at that point she just turns off the water and just, yes. Yes.
Yo, been in there for quite a while. We've been sent to check up on you. How you feeling?
Tired. I'm feeling tired.
Are you peeing in the shower?
It's just no answer for a while.
Besides that, Ripley got a bag that they can't keep their face out of, apparently. There's something in there and it just keeps calling her.
Good.
It's
Good for
a
them.
it's
As
a
long as they're
gem
not
named
hurt,
Snowy.
it's fine.
They said it's a friend, so it should be okay.
I will be right back.
I assumed as much.
Are you
I'm
done
going to
yet?
get- I don't know.
Okay.
I'll meet you all downstairs. Please,
Uh,
just leave me be.
I want to do an insight check on the Shuma, because the slow pattern of speech would seem like I want to get an emotional read from the voice.
I think she's trying to deceive, just letting them know that it's alright, but it's not.
Alright. Maybe one insight, one deception.
Oh wow, that's a terrible insight.
19.
Wait, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, like, no, hold on, not replaying. Yeah, my sheet's loading, but this is not gonna be good.
Who knows? It could be a natural 20. Don't put yourself in a bad
knows?
position.
No, it's a 10.
No matter how much you can hear Shima just trying to be like, yeah, it's fine. You can hear the cry in her voice. And at the same time as she's saying this, you can even hear the sound of just like her placing like her arm down again and it hitting like the side of the tub.
Okay. I need to talk with the person in the privates. You, Allie.
Why?
Because I want to talk questions about Shushu.
What questions?
Yeah, what kind
Okay.
of questions?
I wanted to ask out of the group call what kind of things I could think of that would make Shuma the happy.
I feel like that would be more of like a you and me thing than a you and Allie thing.
That's true.
Yeah, this is scary.
Yeah, because
I was just
I'm sure.
thinking because DM, so that's why I went with that. But yeah,
I am
your
back.
thought process, the first thing you can think of, because you have a very, despite being a very intelligent character, you have a childlike sense of thought. And your first thought, the first thing that you could think of, out of the blue that might make her happier is wine. Because you seem to drink it a lot, and it tends to make her all chortly.
oh,
So that's your
dude,
first thought.
I'm gonna
Either
go get
that
drugs.
or wolf.
I'm gonna go get drugs.
Drugs? Somebody say drug.
You followed us.
Skeet have drug. Skeet in corner of room somehow. Skeet have drug.
I'll give him dedication. I'll say that.
I'm completely making it look like I have no clue that Skeet's there at all, and I go get wine. I'm gonna
Dang,
find it.
These dealings go very far.
So I guess Skeet starts to follow Lonnie. I can imagine him perk up his ears and go, "Oh, somebody mentioned drug," and then zaps off.
Interesting that you're hiding near the shower.
Skeet's please with.
Were you
Yes, yeah.
looking underneath the door, Skeet? Is that what's going on?
Hey, Ali.
Bleed fifth in this area?
Hey, Ali. Why does keep becoming the next the fisherman in the Ashen game?
He's the next Lewis, yeah.
Oh no, he's Lewis.
Okay, I go get drugs. I go find wine.
Drugs is probably not. But if you wanted to ask the older man if he had any wine.
Yeah. I go back downstairs and find wine.
He's probably just calmly waiting for y'all to leave. Just like, yeah, get yourselves warm, drink my fucking tea. What do you want?
Thanks for the
What
tea. Can we
time-
have some wine?
It's-
Thank you.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. One of our members is experiencing quite a large amount of existential dread, so
Oh, I promise you, if it's the one
And my
upstairs,
physical
don't give
pain.
her wine. She will drown herself.
Yeah, wine.
I don't
She will
recommend.
drown herself.
I don't recommend giving her wine at this moment, Lonnie.
I'm gonna find the wine. I want to find it.
I'm not gonna stop her.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm gonna ask you a very plain and simple question.
Uh-huh.
Are you telling me that right now you are planning to steal from this man?
I'm gonna go find it. I didn't say take it.
Can we just get wine out of town and not steal from?
Honey?
I mean, the next town's like days away, weeks. So have
And
fun, but
and
any alcohol I carry is for the day I'm about to die. Small child.
that's actually understandable. How about the woods that the woods you mentioned, the woods in the woods?
They said it's on the other side of the continent, on the bottom
Oh.
right side of the map.
It's fairly far.
Yeah.
It's just past Canyon's Crossing, and next to Everbay Mansion. Those people are nice, I guess.
Alright, well then,
It's strange people, though.
then the first thing we should do is probably head to Foamy's then.
Yeah, Foamy probably knows how to deal with the would probably have a good idea how to deal with Shuma's problem. Shield problem.
Yeah, we should probably head there now. Since it's daytime, I think it's better we use the opportunity to go now. Well, whenever
Is it
Shuma
still
is.
raining?
Well,
Yeah, it's still raining outside.
shit.
Yeah. It's still freezing, it's still raining. I say we spend sir, if you would mind, please let us stay the night here. We've kind
Oh,
of
really?
Oh, and some wine if you would.
Ugh.
Going to get which wine?
I'm not gonna get involved this time.
Wine. Wine in a place to sleep.
I don't think. Well, not
Okay. Just come follow me for a moment.
Yay!
He'll stand up begrudgingly, stretching his back out, and lead y'all out towards the first floor area where y'all first entered before going down a set of stairs. And he'll essentially take y'all to what looks like an open sort of hangout room full of like big cushioned furniture like layout on. You can see like he'll be like, there's various things you can do down here. I don't really do that often anymore since I'm not a partier anymore. He'll pull on like you can see what looks like a cylinder in the center of a table. He'll pull up on it and it'll essentially open up to where it's like a bouquet of cigars. You'll see him go over to a wall and just casually be like, it's not that like I can't do it anymore nowadays. I just tend to not really care for it much. So he'll push a chunk of wall aside as it'll reveal to you just a bunch of like stocked alcohol.
Alcohol.
Before finally like going over to a small lever and pulling it, as the wall will flip, and you'll see what looks like a pretty large bathtub. Just
That's a public bathtub.
yeah, if you need to do anything, it's all down here. Just don't bother me. I sleep on the top floor.
Okay.
Be gone by tomorrow if it's not raining.
Okay.
Or at least if it is raining, leave.
Okay. I'm gonna do a history check if I can to try to find which bottle of wine would be the best one of the alcohols.
From someone that has experience drinking wine and Spain almost every fucking day.
12.
So the DCs are going to be a little higher, just because this is a place you do not recognize. You've been used to seeing like some of your teachers back at the Gale School, having like some like kind of alcohol on the table. So you had like a decent enough idea of like what certain people liked. Of course, seeing your friends drink, they seemed more like meat and ale kind of people, except for
Whatever
Shuma,
I
who liked the
believe,
red stuff.
then I would try to find something red wine. If I can't figure out which one's good, I'm gonna find red.
Yeah. You find a red. The words on what languages do you know?
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish.
You can tell it's Elvish, the writing, as it says it's a dry red.
I don't know what that means, so I take it anyway because it says red. Ash doesn't know anything about alcohol. All she knows is that Shuma wants it. So I go back to the shower room without anybody after taking the red wine.
What have you been doing between this time? Still laying in the tub?
I think she's finished with, like, laying in the tub and is trying to dress and realizing that my dress is fucked. And
It's just the sleeve, really.
yeah, just like my shirt's fucked. This sucks.
You could just not use the sleeve for though, out of character too.
Yeah. I know. Just probably like finish up, walk out, just not doing up her hair at all, just letting it just hang, practically blinding her, just like trying to just go through the motions of trying to find her way back to the party, and then just acting as everything's okay.
And then you hear a knock on your door again.
I have alcohol. It's for
That's
you.
fine.
No, it's to make you feel better.
I'm fine.
Okay.
And she's just gonna walk past, looking for whatever common room we're all staying in, or where at least the majority of the group is.
Yeah.
We're over this
That's
way. And then I go put the
Lonnie
red wine
leading
back.
you. Yeah. From Lonnie leading you, you're led down to the big ol' area. I want to imagine Jake is just kind of like, sat himself up at like the very top of the stairs going down, just like, I'm going to stay up here for a while. Clear my head. Away from people.
Oh, you said away from people? I'm gonna put the wine back and then go bother Jake.
He's just sitting on top of the staircase.
Yay! Bother Jake. I put bother Jake in the queue of activities to do.
Okay.
For the DM.
And it's just a nice simple room. So, y'all, what's your downtime before going to bed? Because y'all are gonna be in here for a while.
Well, Whipley, I will say this. How many rooms are there?
There's not like rooms down here. What it is it's essentially a big open kind of lounge spot that a bunch of people could sleep in.
Alright. Well, I can say this. Whipley will probably stay for a bit at the fireplace, and I would say she will basically kind of like hug the bag for a bit, and then just probably maybe sleep next to the fireplace.
You feel this warm kind of response feeling from the gem as you hug the bag.
Whipley still has a bunch of questions.
The day will pass. Lonnie, you're just kind of annoying. Jake, what does Ash want to do?
I was gonna say Ash goes sort of to hang out with Shuma, not really saying anything, just being quiet. Maybe just redoing his like, you can see him redoing his makeup a little bit, but
Yeah,
he's just gonna be quiet.
Hot smoky eye.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the smoky eye, the freckles. But yeah, he's just gonna sort of just quietly keep Shuma company.
I think Shuma's just keeping her to herself. She's not really talking. She's just kind of like not scratching, just rubbing along the icy kind of armor that is now over her arm.
So yeah, I think he's just gonna follow suit with her and just like not really make her talk because she doesn't seem to want to. So, but keep her company.
Mm. Anything Mr. Tobin wants to do?
There is one thing. I got the cantrip formulas feet here. Could I say for the before the long rest, like the downtime is my character writing down these formulas to actually in his spell book to
I'll be right
actually
back.
gain access and do the basically it's like just use the time to set up this feature so next time
Yeah.
a long rest I can swap out cantrips.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, because I have one idea to swap out.
Nice.
And Lonnie's just annoying Jake. Jake's just kind of sat at the staircase top, just not really listening at all whatsoever. As you're probably just making a series of weird jokes and just asking him various questions that make no sense. He'll just kind of sit there and ignore you.
I think at some point.
So ignoring does it bothering meant making him feel better, not just being an annoyance.
He's perceiving it as annoying, I guess would be the answer there. It's just, he's just like, he seems to just be in a really bad mood.
Well, you can't have people who don't want to be helped. And then eventually, seeing that there's no change, no communication, Lonnie will leave.
I'll just stay there.
Yep.
And I think after a while, just Ash is just like, to Shima is just like, you know, you can talk to me about anything. only if you want to.
I appreciate it, but I don't even know what to talk about.
You can talk about anything.
I just have so much on my mind. When I came here, I was looking for knowledge, books, recipes, stories, songs, and now we're fighting in a war of sorts.
I'm back.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't think this would be possible. It's a lot to think about.
That is understandable. But if you look at it one way, we are making our own story.
Maybe. I don't know. I've asked, and I find that my questions are met with more questions.
It's okay to not know things. And it's okay to be confused
It
about
is
things.
not okay to not know things. I need to know things. Knowing is necessary. It's particles. Well, you know.
Oh, my sister's interrupting.
Ah, damn it. Go away. Wish I knew things. It's necessary for everything.
Everything?
Everything needs to be known. If you do not know something, it leads to fear, and that is the last thing I need. Knowing things helps you understand reality. It keeps your sanity in check. Without knowing, you find yourself falling into the dark. And there are ways to see things better, the ways to know things better. I just have not been able to reach such feats or understandings.
Fall into darkness and fear?
What?
Oh, it was just you're saying that we fear of the unknown, I guess.
Yes. I don't need that right now. That is the last thing I want. We don't know what this light is. We don't know what these lands are. We barely know the people. And we're getting in over our heads. We are a group that is made of a... I don't wish to insult you, but a music artist, a child, a magician, a very, very determined young lady, and me. We weren't meant for this. We weren't. I didn't ask to be the hero in a story. I only wanted to be the reader.
Most heroes are not heroes. Were never really asked whether or not they wanted to be heroes.
No. But some heroes are meant for it. How many heroes out there were not meant for their duty?
Probably many. Probably hundreds of stories where some heroic person just was really brave and then they went on an adventure and like tried to fight the big bad person that was destroying the land and everything, and they died a very tragic death and no one remembers their name. But there are some heroes that succeed. Mostly, I just want to get Cleopatra Skyer out of the prison so that we can have an option to go back home. And if the king gets in our way, well, he goes down too.
You're willing to kill the king of a land you don't even know?
No, not for this land. For my land, to go back home. To my family. Besides, I don't really like the fact that he is limiting the freedom and choices of others, so... And I don't really know him that well.
I don't get it. I know where I should be.
Get out of my tongue.
Oh, you okay?
Oh no! I sneezed so hard I bit my own tongue.
That sucks.
Move.
I
It hurts so much.
am told that I must bring justice, but it's not what I was used to. I'm being told by powers greater than us that This is the right path, and yet I've never been told this before. These voices are new and wildly different than what I imagined.
Well, the thing is with knowing things and wanting to know things is that you have to sometimes listen or hear other voices to get the full perspective.
But these aren't voices that just inform. They don't teach me. They just command. Command me to do things I've never done. Never thought I would ever do. Do I just listen to them? If I don't,
No.
then what was the point of it all? Coming here,
Oh,
preaching my words.
well, you said that you were coming here to search for knowledge, right?
Yes.
Well, if you question these things, you should always question the person who gives you commands. That's just fact, because you need to be fully aware of what you are doing. I mean, and everything. And that's just how make intuitive decisions, fully informed decisions about who you follow and stuff like that. But also, you can learn things by what they are commanding you to do. What do they want? And that. And whether that is what they want is what you want, that's something that you're going to have to find out for yourself.
I think I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay.
Understandable.
I hand Shuma a tissue or something if she's crying.
She's not.
That's me sniffing, I'm sorry.
She's just dry. She's just. It's just that level of emotion where you can't help but just sit down and try to think what is the first thing to lead with. She's not really sad or angry, she's just full of it.
She's just very confused. In existential dread. In crisis. Am I right?
Yeah.
Drag.
And then, I guess, I don't know, Ash will just stand there in, quiet with her.
And yeah. I think that'll be just it. Just sitting there quietly. No longer talking, just silence.
Mm-hmm. And
So
Ash is
the
just
silence continues on.
and then Ash is just randomly also, I think Ripley's gonna sleep by the fire tonight, and I have gotten used to sleeping with another other person next to me. So do you mind if we cuddled up again together?
I don't think she would resist it, but she's not really gonna say much.
Okay.
Platonic snuggles.
I also give Shuma my cat.
Yeah.
don't think she'd
Use the cat as a blindfold.
I don't think she's gonna even touch the cat. She's just.
The cat will crawl up onto your chest and is gonna start just kneading the giant pillows on your chest.
Yeah, it's just Ash just uses the thing of, I don't know how to comfort this person. The cat.
If the cat does that, she'll just kind of wave at it
You also
Just
see
shoot
Lonnie producing little white ferret or weasel that is running around doing like the weasel dance or the ferret dance,
I
and
don't even
like
know what that is.
there's like some kind of it's just a little cute little weasel or ferret running around. Super elongated body, just a little animal running around.
As you all get some rest, Ripley, you most likely fall asleep by the fire, clutching your new friend. It's in a bag. You guys pretty much sleep through a good part of the day, other than like those of you who were doing something prior to. But you guys would have just rested for quite some time before eventually waking up the next morning and looking outside. It does not seem to be raining. It still looks very like gray out, cloudy wise, but it doesn't seem to be raining anymore.
Well, we'll take overcast then a rainy day.
Onwards to
Alright.
adventure.
Oh, Ripley will get up, but before she moves out, she is going to pull the gem out of the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna put the gem out of her bag, and she'll place it on hers, or just place it near her to her, or she'll hold on to it. Yeah. After that, she'll go meet the others. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Ash
Oh,
just and Ash is just thinking. I'm starting to think that we're in the long, like thinking internally. I'm starting to think that we're in the long line of business if we get because all of the artifacts we've come in contact with. One has been attached to the arm. Now Ripley's obsessed with a bag.
Speaking of which, Ripley, as you are sleeping in the night, and it's coming the next morning, and as you awakened, roll me another wisdom save.
oh boy, the thing I'm good at. The thing I'm good at. Fuck.
As you wake up, and you feel the bag around your arms, or like under your arms that you fully wrapped around, you're pretty much alone in the upstairs. The fire is beginning to slightly singe away as the burning wood begins to break down to the point where it's not flammable anymore. And you just kind of stare at it and feel that residual warmth left before looking down at the bag. And then opening it. And then staring at it again. As you're caught up with it once more as you stare into the bag and staring back is the purple eye. You're back!
Hello, Snowy.
Hello, Ridley.
I got some questions.
We have some for you too.
Alright, you want me to go first?
Sure.
What is the last thing you remember before meeting me?
Being in a bag.
Being in the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else? You don't hear any
Nothing else.
voices or nothing else?
Nope.
Okay, I already said my question. How about you?
What's your favorite animal?
Well, I never thought about much, but I would say I think one of my favorite animals while being on the sea is usually it's usually just dolphins. To be honest, when I just see them pass by.
Aww. Dolphins are nice.
Yeah, they're quite nice. Even though I have heard stories that they can be quite not nice sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, let's see if I have another question. What is there anything that you want me to tell? Is there anything you want to tell me about yourself?
Oh, yes. And as she begins to speak, the minute runs out and you are pulled back out of the bag.
God damn it. She's gonna pull the gem out of the bag.
You can't. Your hands don't touch anything.
Alright, well, she's going to hold on the bag for a bit.
Don't give up, Ripley. You got this in the bag.
I love puns.
So Foamy's house is not really near where we're going, but I don't think.
It depends on where y'all are going next. Do you still want to get arrested to go into the first White Gulch? Or you want to go off towards the Openwood Forest? Or do you want to go back up to Foamy? There's 3 options here. Because the Foamy is about what's going on with Shu's shield. The forest is in pursuit of another artifact. And White Gulch is essentially in pursuit of learning how to get out of White Gulch.
Also, the relic that's underneath Dawn Lake.
Yes, but the first White Gulch that she would recommend y'all get arrested at, essentially, is the one that is nearby y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, so
'Cause
you're
it's
saying the Dawn Lake, we
not
have to
as-
go through White Gulch to get there, or risk being detected by guards over there?
Yeah.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying at all.
There's one nearby.
There's one nearby y'all. The one up there is a more high level security.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through it to get to Dawn Lake.
Okay, good.
Be right back.
It's just, yeah. Dawn Lake is also another place y'all could go to. For Foamy's destination.
We should
Oh.
probably take care of Shuma's arm quickly.
Yeah.
Out
Because
of
I
character.
was thinking that if we get arrested and they're trying to take like the magic things, they're gonna take the artifact.
Or more likely, yeah, they're gonna take the artifact, but they're gonna cut off Shuma's arm to get it.
Yeah.
Unless we stop them, but that's true.
Yeah, but if we're
Also-
going against a bunch of guards, they might separate us first, then cut off the arm. If they can't just naturally pull it off or defrost it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll have like I guess if Chandra's still here, maybe she can help train us on the way
To where? Where are we going, Ash?
out of the to Foamy's house if she's coming with us to Foamy's house. But
Oh, me. Okay,
Yeah, let's go to Foamy's for now.
there we go. That's our destination.
yeah, because I think that if we do Foamy's first, then we can also come. If luckily we might be able to come back with the artifact and give it to Wolf and Yonetta, and they'll be happy as well.
Yeah, because that's the only magic item that we have.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing in a bag. We don't know about that one. The only one we know... Oh, we just think a gem... Ripley's forming an unhealthy attachment to a shiny gem and calling it Snowy.
Ripley wants to know more about the gem.
Yeah, you want to form a relationship with a weird gem in a bag, man? You do you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you Snowy. And I'm
what it
guessing
comes
all of the conversation is in Ripley's head, though, right? We're not hearing
Yes,
any of it? Yeah, okay.
she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're just out here wondering why Ripley's sticking her head in the bag while she's flirting with a gem.
Well, we don't know. All we know is that it's Snowy.
That's
Yeah.
Snowy.
The name of the
Yeah,
gem
we don't know
is
the
Snowy.
conversation. We're just like looking around confused. Well, meanwhile, Ripley's inside the thing. It is inside the thing, and she's flirting with a gem.
Yep.
And the thing is, Ripley is more curious, like, who are you? What are you? And
That's
to be
why you
honest-
hug the bag at night while you sleep. But yes, to the mansion near Triple Abbey. I can zoom in to see it.
And I think Ash is just like, Ripley, can someone else look in the bag?
Is Vrau where Foamy is? Right?
Yes, the Brown Manor.
Yeah.
Well, how can I explain, right? Ever since I saw that gem, it leads to more question, like, you know, it has a name, it calls itself Snowy. I try to get like answers from it, saying like, if it knows what it is, now it gives me questions. It's basically just like a repeated thing. And,
Okay, that.
And it was
Okay.
and it was about to give me an answer, but then I got put out.
Okay. That didn't really answer my question.
What was your question? I'm sorry, I'm just.
Can anyone else in the party look in the bag? Look at the gem.
Well, go ahead. She's going
Snowy.
to. She's going
Okay.
to show it to Ash.
Okay.
You hold it out, and Ash, you take it in your hands as you kind of cup either side of the open bag and look in. Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. Can I deliberately fail?
Yes.
Okay.
As you stare into this bag, you feel something kind of pull on you a bit as you hear. As you're blinking and you're staring, and you're like, oh god, what is that? And you kind of let it happen. You see from the bottom of the bag that was once like pretty much empty, looking other than that glittery crystal, it suddenly flashes, and you see a hot purple eye staring back at you. And it's just, hello? You're
Are
not
you
Ripley.
Snowy?
Yeah?
Ripley's told me about you.
Oh, she has?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Can you tell me anything about yourself? I'm Ash.
I'm Snowy. I'm here. I'm looking at you.
Do you know why you can talk to me?
Because you're looking at me.
Okay, insight check.
Okay. With disadvantage, because it has a current hold on you.
11.
So I'll take that 11. As you're staring at this thing and you're trying to read it as it's reading your head, you can't really get anything from this fucking eyeball. It's just staring at you. The voice is unreadable, and as you're just attempting to just peer closer, the minute will end and you are thrust back into reality.
Oh god, that's
Snap
trippy.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there's Graham. She's gonna look at Ash and say, "You see?"
Okay.
I wanna see Snowball.
I
No.
give it to Lonnie.
Yay!
Huh.
Facing bag.
Lonnie, you
just
take
be
it
ca-
in your hands and stare in
just-
the bag.
Just be careful.
Roll me a wisdom save, or are you gonna fail it?
I'm gonna do. Is this magic?
Yes, it feels very magical.
Cool. I'm gonna do a wisdom save with advantage.
Alright.
22.
You just stare into the bag.
There's
Nothing
no-
stares back at you.
Okay. There's nothing in there. What are you talking about? There's nothing in there. You.
She's gonna look at Ash.
You didn't feel the pull of magic?
I mean, I could feel the magic, but I didn't feel it pull at me.
I feel
Magic
like
pulled me in there, and I saw a giant purple eyeball.
Do I need to, give into it or something?
Yes.
I have returned.
all I can say is be careful.
Okay, I'd be careful, and then go immediately blindly back into the bag and fail it.
Alright, I need Odd to roll me a wisdom save really fast.
Yay!
Wait, why me?
Just do it.
God damn it.
So Lonnie, as you give in to the bag and you stare in, and you see briefly nothing for a while until flittering into view of you is the bright purple eye. Ripley, you have this ungraceful urge to snatch that bag out of fucking Lonnie's hand.
Can I grab, if I see this, can I try to grab Ripley's hand to stop her if she tries to grab it?
It's
Roll me an insight check first on her,
Okay.
just to see how like quick your instincts would be. Okay. I can see like maybe you see Ripley just like after a while stop talking, and she's just staring so fucking intensely at Lonnie holding that bag, and you can see like her tongue kind of flicker out of her mouth, and the end of her tail kind of lash a little bit like she's a rattlesnake, and uh, let's do a contest of strength here. See how
Okay.
well each of you do.
damn it. I'm not good with
Strength?
it.
Yeah.
I'm not good with that.
I'm not either.
4.
We're all base spellcasters. It'd be surprising if one of us was a muscle wizard and strength was our main.
I could do mage hand technically.
You want to do mage hand with it?
Yeah, can I try to do mage hand?
Sure.
But it just grabs. I don't know.
I mean,
It's like doing
I mean,
it with mage hand, but it's the same thing. So
I mean, do I
So-
have to roll for anything?
I'll just
I
say
mean,
that
Mage hand can
with-
spawn into the world, so that could give a dexterity advantage too.
let's just say that what'll happen is like Ripley, as you're like raising your hands up, you see Ash go for you, and you kind of make move him out of the way, and then you're reaching through like a hand, so it's a little bit like confusing for a second as you morph yourself through the hand. Lonnie, as you're unaware to the fact that they're fighting essentially a little bit around you, as they're struggling over who can grab the bag, you are thrust into this talk.
Yay!
Hello?
Hello, Snowy.
Oh, but you're not Ripley. How do you know my name?
Conversation. Question.
Hmm?
What secrets and powers are you hiding from us?
Secrets? Powers? That doesn't sound like me.
Insight.
Okay. With disadvantage.
Disadvantage, even though I have advantage against magic, which would be a 6
Because it would, yeah, okay.
anyway. I mean,
if it's not-
it's straight, so
The thing is, yeah, it would be disadvantage because currently she has a hold on your mind. So trying to read her, things are skewed. And even though you do have advantage on these kinds of things, this isn't like a magical debuff. This is just your head is currently in a specific mental state.
okay.
So we'll just still take the 6. But yeah, you can't read her.
So you're saying you don't want to talk with Ripley or Ash or anybody else, and we'll just close the bag forever?
What?
You don't want to talk with us anymore?
Where's Rick? As she begins to speak, you are thrust out of the bag after the minute passes.
Yay.
Oh dear.
Ripley?
What's happening?
Ripley.
Ripley's hands are essentially gripping the edge of that bag now that you've pulled your head away.
Can I do
Ripley?
another insight check on myself to like see if that made sense or if my mind was discombobulated and whether or not I actually believe my original insight check? Can I doubt myself?
What?
Knowing that the bag is magical, I'd like to see if there's a way to clarify
Okay.
my own perception and realize that I could have been under the influence of something.
I guess give me an insight, but just normal straight. No advantages or anything, just normal straight.
Cool.
It'll be less of like a, do I think I was bullshitting myself? And more like a, I have no doubt that there was something in me that was a little bit discombobulated whenever I came to that conclusion.
19.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're like, I have no doubt that some part of me was discombobulated when I came to that conclusion. But you also have limited time in that bubble with them.
Effectively, I gather enough through a proficiency of Arcana to also know that this is messing with my mind somehow. Like, it's...
Also, you rolled a wisdom save, not an
but they're both
insight
plus
with that
3.
19.
If you look above it, just one, you'll see the plus 3.
I know.
Too.
I see it.
I just hit the wrong button. But it's still the same result. So that's why I didn't clarify it. So I do know that it's a mind altering. It's it has control over your mind. Like, there's something wrong with your mind when you're interacting with it.
No, it's not like that.
It has some influence over it, though.
It's just, it's drawn, like, from what you can tell, it drew you in to control you, but to get you to just concentrate on nothing else for a while. So it's kind of like, what's the term? It has tunnel visioned you, in a way.
So effectively, this is a bag that's meant to be used to cause distractions?
That's not what I mean when I'm saying that. And I'm not going to just tell you what it could be. That is your assumption. So take it.
Still struggling with Ripley, trying to get Ripley's hands off the bag. Ripley, let go.
Wait.
Let go of the bag.
So what happens to Ripley right now?
Do you want the bag?
Yeah.
You want the bag. You want the bag. The bag is yours. You're holding it with one hand, technically. You could just tear it from that tiny little child's hands. It's yours. It's your bag. It's your bag, Ripley. It's your bag.
She takes the bag.
Okay, Lonnie, grab the bag.
I'm gonna cast Color Spray on Ripley. I'm gonna do the powder dust again. Right in the little eye
Can I
sockets.
see the spell?
Yeah.
This is all happening in the room that we're staying in, correct?
Did y'all go up to the fireplace to talk to Ripley, or did Ripley go downstairs?
Ripley came to
The fireplace.
That's a good question. I guess wherever the fireplace is. So
Yeah,
upstairs.
I didn't move.
Okay, yeah, they're upstairs around the fireplace.
Alright, so I'm there with them.
Okay, so,
I forgot to do that.
Lonnie, let's go of the bag in order for this to happen.
Okay. Yeah, there's no save on this, so, roll me a 6d10. Also, it is a cone of 15 feet. That means Ash is also nearby.
yeah,
Ash is nearby.
Ash, how much? Hold on.
In the eye sockets. It's a targeted.
It doesn't matter. It's still a 15-foot cone from yourself, so it widens out. So you're gonna accidentally hit Ash with this, and Shuma if she's nearby close enough. But it also depends on hit points because it's over whoever has the less. So, Ash, how many hit points do you have?
17.
And Ripley, how many hit points do you have?
20.
So, 20 and 17. You're going to watch as you spray this out. But as Ripley just kind of manages to put her hand up in time, Ash is blinded on accident. Because Ash has the lower hit pool, so that is...
And I brought it below 20, so...
Yep.
Oh no! What? Lonnie, what the fuck?
I'm doing it again.
It's
Except
so
aiming
wicked.
it-
Would this affect themselves? Would this also affect Lonnie's instead?
No, it's away from me.
No, yeah, it's like self and then forward.
Ash just I think stumbles backwards because he's
Don't
now
for-
blind.
Cool.
Yeah, you're blind now. Also, since you're doing it twice,
Yeah.
make sure to take off 2 first level spell slots.
Mhm.
And roll me another 60-10 for the second one.
At this point, you're making a mess.
25.
These poor guys.
Alright, you blind Odd right after. You blind Ash and then you double cannon it and you end up blinding Ripley as well.
I think at this point, Shuma is going to get up. And shit, I don't really have a good spell for this.
And once, yeah, actually, I guess Shushu go, and then Shuma would go, and then I'll go after Shuma.
Right. So right now, Ripley has the bag, right?
Ripley is just clutching the bag with one of her hands.
All right. Ash is blind. Lonnie's doing nothing.
And Ripley is also blind
Okay.
now.
It lasts 1 round, so like 6
Right.
seconds.
I think Shuma is going to step in between 3 of them, just trying to get that equal distance. Just kind of raising her hands up, just stop it! Enough with the magic, enough with the bag. Stop.
Do I hear anything?
Intimidation.
In my skill?
You can hear, but you're blinded for as this is being yelled out.
Do I still be in trance, or I got control of myself?
I think with the blinding, it's such a oh god, oh my god effect that it would kind of knock your head around a bit to where it kind of clears you out. And then after being blinded for that 1 round, you blink and you kind of wipe out your face as the illusion of all the the paint and everything disappears from you. You just see everyone that is in the vicinity and is able to see Shuma or hear her. Roll me a wisdom save.
What is going on? Yeah, I'm not being that 21. You're crazy. I mean, I got 18, but that's a 21.
10.
Shuma had
Let me roll
commanding
one
presence.
for. Let me roll one for a different person.
Wait, is Jake there?
Okay, so all 3 of you, at least first Ripley, you're just pissed, but then you just lock eyes with Shuma as you're immediately like, oh my god, as she has the most terrifying expression. If you've ever seen a mother angry, the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed face, that's Shuma right now.
What's going? At this point, Ripley is gonna get. I mean, she will be scared of shit, but she's gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?
Ripley,
Why am I covering graffiti?"
Ripley, take
What's-
the bag. Go to the restroom. Clean yourself up.
What?
Okay, I have
No.
no idea what just happened.
Bag is bad.
Just go.
Bag bad.
Both
Wait.
of you, stop.
It is. In trans.
Ash. Don't.
Chaos.
Lonnie, don't. I will take care of this. Because both of you are doing this poorly.
Bag is bad.
Clean up this room. Now.
Like if you could clean up my room, it's covered in paint now. No man will
Alright.
kind of totter out with his little slippers on. As he'll
Bonnie?
just calmly walk past and just look at all the color along the floor. Just looks awful against the wood.
You have a cleansing stone, right?
Oh, also, it's colored light springs from your hand, not colored paint or graffiti. So
I'm just thinking because the component is powder
yeah.
that you've just
It's
kind of
kind of like just Spain just throwing colored powder to the air. Coating
Colored
everything.
pocket sand.
Pocket
the
sand.
moment the light hits their faces, it explodes into powder.
Jesus Christ! I mean,
Just
Ripley
makes
knows.
it-
It's
I mean,
a
Ripley knows.
flashbang pepper spray.
I mean, we really
You've
know
been
what-
struck by gay.
All right, Bonnie, let's go find some rags.
Lonnie's just gonna use a mixture of shape water and mold earth because earth is sand, so she's gonna use the sand from mold earth, the powder of it, to create a ball and peel it all off the ground. Instead of
Mold
using
earth
rags.
is in a 5-foot radius, so you're gonna have to be like really fucking precise with those.
Or I could do it multiple times on each of the cubes.
It's a 5-foot cube.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you could probably get like a good majority of it. It's just you can't place it too high up or too like exactly on the ground, because there's ground underneath this wood.
Last thing you need to do is like unearth the ground and have it break the floorboards.
You can put it back.
I don't think we had the money for that shit.
Question: when a mother tells you to clean your room, do you think she would be happy if she came back and there was a hole in the wall?
Yes.
I think right now, after telling
like-
them what to do,
Lonnie,
Uma's going to follow Ripley and just wait out the bathroom.
Ash,
Just wait outside it.
Maybe it's
okay,
gonna
Ash
be a-
literally grabs Lonnie's hand and just starts leading her towards like a kitchen area just so that they can get some rags. We're doing this the not fun magic way. We're doing-
Hold on.
Bonnie's like,
I'm gonna break out of Ash's hand. Grasp.
If you're gonna try to keep a hold on Lonnie, Ash, then you'll give me a strength contest.
yes.
I have a -1.
Oh god, what the hell? Ugh.
I know, right? It's absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Ash, you're holding on really tight, Ash. But after a while, like Lonnie's
slips
just
out.
like she's literally doing. She's got this crazy like, you can't tell if it's a tantrum or if it's just her just no right at that moment. She'll just essentially push her hand up against your hand until it gets too like palmy and sweaty after trying to keep a grip on her that you just let go.
And invisibility. I'm gonna go listen to the conversation.
Okay. Ash
Now-
just is just like, I'm gonna go get some soap and rags. Because I've seen Shuma angry and it's never good.
Yuma,
Yeah,
you want to talk to Ripley?
I do. I'm just going to be waiting outside the bathroom door.
Maybe he's gonna
Ripley
be
can-
confused and also scared.
Yeah.
Like, wait, she's gonna look at Shimmer like, wait, why you were yelling and why am I covering in pain?
It's okay. Just clean yourself up. I'll be waiting out here for you.
Okay. Alright, since I noticed that Snowy wants to talk to me.
I
Oh.
do. I'm sorry. I don't think you would want to talk to me with covered in.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna go wash myself and then talk to a friend.
And of course, I'm just going to wait out here because I don't know how comfortable you feel with me being in the bathroom with you.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Shut yourself in the bathroom. It doesn't take you too long to like wipe the powder off your face. You just wet it and smear it away. Grab like a simple looking like towel hanging that you'll just wipe your face off on. And you'll look in the mirror. And you'll stare at yourself. And then you'll look back down. And you're already holding the bag out open in front of you. Like, you could have sworn that you just finished wiping your face off with a towel. But when you look down, you're holding that bag. And it's just open up at you. As you can see the light glimmer. Now with like the light facing directly down into the bag, you can see that beautiful looking, almost like perfectly cut, like a what's the term? What's a 100-sided die called?
I understand.
100-sided die.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know the exact
That's
shape.
But it's like, yeah, a dodecahedron. It's-
no,
I was gonna
Dodecahedron
say-
is 20-sided. Dodeca,
Yeah.
220.
Wait, no, a dodecahedron is a 12-sided die. I know this because I built it.
Then what is it?
Well.
100-sided die. That's what it is. That's what it's kind of cut out to be shaping. But it's beautiful, and you kind of reach your hand in there again, just try to like grab it, but there's nothing. It's just kind of, yeah. Your finger just kind of goes through the zecahedron.
It's either Zoc or Zach. I don't know.
And it lets out this like, you can see this low, black wisp kind of surround your finger as you put it through but you're guessing it's like the image of the gem, but the bag feels weighty, like the gem's actually in it.
Oh dear. Snowy?
No response.
She's going to put her hand there.
You lower your head again and peer into the bag, staring down at the crystal, now covered since your head's in front of the light. And then you're pulled back in as the big purple eye opens up towards you again and blinks. Oh, Ripley! It's you!
Oh, hello.
So
You
many
want-
people were talking to me.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There was a bit of confusion, or I'm still trying to figure that one out. Seems everyone else was curious about you, just as I was, but
Me?
I just feel like things are a bit crazy, or not crazy, just a bit. People, you know what I mean, just people are not too sure about what's going on.
I get it.
But I noticed that you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah!
Are you doing well, Snowy?
Yeah! I'm just tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
Question. Do you want me to hold on to you for a while?
Oh, yes. Company is lovely.
And I also remember you had something. I remember you had something to tell me.
Oh, yeah, I do. And then you're pushed back into reality because the minute ends.
God.
Also, thanks, Casey.
Sorry.
God damn it!
I didn't mean to do that. I opened my phone for a minute.
She's gonna go back into the back again.
No response.
There's probably a time limit for this. Alright. She's gonna wrap the bag. Okay, so what kind
By
of
the
bag
way,
is it?
can you do me a favor?
Oh yeah.
No, I'll just text it to you.
Okay.
But what did you want to do?
What's the what kind of bag is it? Like, is it one of those bags that you just put on your bag, like on your bag?
Yeah, it's just like a small pouch that you can just like tie to like your belt loop or put in another bag. It's like just a normal
Like a
size.
coin pouch.
Yeah, it's like a velvet pouch.
Ooh.
It's like a good handful, like a good dangle.
She's going to put it on her bag.
Yes. She was gonna knock at the door. Like, are you all right in there?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Let me wash all this paint off of me, and I feel like we need to help the other two with the mess downstairs
They'll
before we
take care
leave.
of it. It was their fault.
Well,
Partially.
like-
They mainly made the mess. Though we do have to talk about what happened. You don't seem knowledgeable of what happened.
well, now I do, but before, yeah, I really don't know what happened. But it seems that
Yeah.
it seems that the gem that calls itself Snowy, and it appears to have like a childlike a childlike personality, and it seems innocent, and it wanted to talk to me about something, but every time it tries to talk to me about something, I feel like there's like a time limit. So whenever I have time to talk to her, uh,
It must be
I
a give or take situation. I'm not given any insight from the gem that is currently stuck to me, but I know at least you have it as a bag. You can put it where you please, and it won't obstruct you.
yeah,
We don't know much about these magics. We just know these are much stronger than we think they are. We don't know what's in that bag, so best we try to not open it too often.
yeah.
Maybe when we have more understanding or more research.
I think
Okay.
that would be better. It's just talking to her so
Best
far.
we don't
It-
look into it. Especially don't let the others. Apparently, when they were looking through the bag, you went into some sort of protective state.
it's like I said, it's a it's more like a child like personality it's going for. Like it feels like it's sort of like I'm talking to a child that I want to take care of her.
Best think of it as what it is. You're holding a bag, right? Not many children fit into bags, especially a bag that size.
But
Though
in
its
a gym, though.
sentience seems almost like a child, we do not know what we're dealing with. We could be dealing with the devil. We could be dealing with something more. But for now, keep it on your side. Don't talk to it too often. We'll monitor you and make sure everything's alright. And I
I'll
hope you do the same for me.
I'll keep it limited, and I will. Yeah, like you said, I'll do the same for you.
Last thing we need is that bag becoming as you as the shield is attached to me.
Speaking of the shield, how are you feeling right now with it?
My arm is in constant cold. It
Like, do you feel pain?
obstructs everything. It hurts when I apply heat to it of any sort, though the numbing pain seems to go away over time, or at least I can withstand it.
Wow. The only thing we can do right now is just go to foaming, since that's
Best
the
thing we
best option we can do.
find Foamy, find Wolf, and then find
Even
Cleo.
though, in all honesty, I do want to deal with the whole, deal with the whole prison thing. But the situation that you're dealing with, we have to deal with fast.
Especially since we have now 2 magic items of unknown potential.
Yeah.
One that, if I'm not mistaken, most people will try to rip off me, and it's kind of hard to rip off an arm. And usually it's very unenjoyable by the one whose arm is being ripped off.
I would imagine.
Very much.
Well,
Alright.
I think it's time we head on our way before it rains again.
Indeed. We'll get with everyone, make sure that the room is cleaned from all the paint, or powder, or whatever you want to call it. And we will talk briefly on this crystal subject, and then we will move on to very important matters. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Very
agree.
She's going to leave the door and just wait back in the room where the others should be cleaning up.
Yeah. I can imagine Ash has already gotten up after a good clean.
He is like, you can see that he literally has a mop with like a bit of a mop, and like he basically started off doing like just the powder, but has slowly started to do the whole room.
I can imagine the Mr. You don't even know that half elf's name. He's
Mr.
just
Old
sitting
Man.
on Mr. Old Man. He's sitting on like a far off chair, with his morning tea, and from what you can tell, a small book he's reading. And as you would like come over to mop, he'll just like prop his feet up, so you can mop underneath his feet before putting them back down. Just licking his thumb casually and flipping to the next page as he does so.
Yeah, and then also like the mage hand is also has a rag in it as well, and is like doing like the walls and everything to
going.
make sure that like the
Oh yeah,
walls
when
and
you
like
come
the
back,
other things
Shima, room is
dusting.
immaculate.
Amazing. And all I see is Ash.
It's literally like when a child knows they did a wrong and their parents are mad. It was like that one day I got a huge piece of glass put into my leg, and we broke a door because like that's what led up to it. And my mom, we knew she was coming home later, so my sister put a band-aid on a gash in my leg, and then proceeded to clean the shit out of the kitchen. My mother said she'll always say this: she'd never seen the kitchen so goddamn clean.
Never
And all
piss,
my homework was done.
never piss off a mother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I almost died.
I think just walking in, seeing the man, seeing Ash, just going to gesture towards Ash, just like, you can stop now.
What?
Do a good job.
Thank
I
you.
think-
I like to think so. I did this for like quite a few years.
Quickly, we will never touch the back. No, the shield.
Okay. No touching the bag.
Good or evil, it doesn't matter. It appears that the more we tamper with it, the more we fight amongst ourselves and cause issues like this. God forbid
Understood.
it got worse than that. Did Lonnie help you with cleaning?
Sort of just ran off.
Right.
I don't know where she went. She turned invisible.
Probably walk over to the old elven man. Is this like tea like just full freshly poured now, or is like where's that?
He's still got a hot kettle next to him too.
I think if like it needs like his cup needs to refill, I think she'll just like fill it for him. Just like, we apologize for messing up your room.
Oh no, it's fine. He'll reach onto like the table where he has like more little cups on that platter he brought out, or a glass. Pop a sugar cube in there, and then hand it up to you.
Just like Shaq holding a water bottle, just tiny fingies, or like just tiny thing in the big fingies.
I know how it is to care for children. Luckily, mine don't stay with me anymore. I bet my own mother was even tired of me at some point.
They're not even my children. We'll be leaving soon, and we hope that next time we come by, it's more. You see us fondly.
We'll see.
Hopefully. Might take a sip, sit the tea down, just like look at Ash and just like, we should get the others going. Ripley will be joining us after they freshen up.
By the way, Ripley, did you get your text?
Oh yeah, shit.
Man, Ripley, never check your phone? Man.
Allie. So we did the long rest, right?
Yes, you would have taken a longer rest.
All right. So just a spell book update with that formulaic cantrip thing. I swapped out Blade Ward for Prestidigitation.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good one. I love me a good prestidigitation or a thaumaturgy.
Yeah, those are good ones. There's a lot of creativity in them.
Also, I answer your.
I also like.
You cut out. You also like what?
Odd.
Yeah, no, no, I was saying I answered your message.
Okay. Yeah, I saw. But yes, you guys are available. You guys are ready and all able to leave at any time. Jake is probably. He looks like he didn't really sleep last night, as he's just kind of standing at the front doorway waiting on you guys. Just like his fur hasn't fully dried, so he's like usually he's really fluffy and poof, but today he seems to have like he's running his paw over the top of his head as he's just flattening the fur on the top of his head, and he just looks really tired as he'll just be waiting on you guys so he could leave.
I think Shin was just going to approach and just attempt to say something, just seeing Jake just holding her tongue, just...
You see Ash just behind you, just like going like thumbs up. Just
Jake?
or just like nodding his head and just like do it.
Jake,
Oh. Yes.
did you sleep last night?
I slept well on post, yes.
I see. I apologize if I said something the other day and have been a bit colder towards you and the others.
It is alright. Way of the
No.
night.
Just gonna reach down, just hand on his shoulder. Just, it was rude of me. No one should ever treat their nights like that.
Are we ready to get going?
Yes.
Alright.
Are you going to be okay walking?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna insight check that. 13.
I'll get onto his sheet really fast so I can roll something.
All right.
Doesn't want the next 15 minutes.
Before we depart, Lonnie is gonna pop into existence right next to Jake, using her hands as like a hair dryer to kind of gently blow dry the top of Jake's fur, so it's not all wet and sad. So he's all fluffy, and then I'll use the cleansing stone on his shoulder to make his armor all shiny. Armor and sword all shiny.
He just gives you a big smile.
Me?
And he seems at least okay enough.
Okay, I'm also gonna use shape water on him, so if there's any more like wet stuff that I missed, including between his little toesies, the whole block on the outside of his body, all the water comes off of him, especially on his knees down. They're all dry for sure, even though they'll get wet in a couple seconds.
I just kind of totter in place, give you a silent nod. Oh, sorry, thank you.
Just gonna place a hand on him, press the digitation, just instantly claim. Just
Oof.
lead the way. If you ever feel tired.
He's just gonna do the cat thing where he's gonna rub at his face incessantly for like a full minute.
Okay.
He's just like rubbing at it. He's trying to fix up his fur before just shaking himself and being like, "Well, we're yeah, let's get going. Drink nuts, no." I'll just push the doors open.
All right.
Follow
Well.
behind.
All right, let's head to our destination and
Also, good title name. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm really sorry.
that's okay. No, that's okay. No, she's saying let's get going to our destination before it rains on us again.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out Hammond from beside the front door. I'm gonna start pushing Hammond as we go through the forest again.
It's really slushy, so you're not gonna get really anything.
That's okay,
Like,
as long as Hammond is intact.
They're fucking lost, Harvey.
Yeah, you stuck him into that fucking wolf.
He's dead.
Did you want another
After-
baby whatever? You named him
No.
Harvey?
No.
Okay.
Happening again.
As you guys are trudging along, as you begin to head out, Jake's sort of in the lead. Like, he's not really doing that song anymore, and he's not doing the little dance, but he's leading either way, with a pretty strong hand on his shoulders. It's about like an hour into y'all beginning to walk out of Cerealia Forest, it will begin to rain again.
God damn it.
So y'all are like, ah, like that's the idea.
Now, I have a
Um,
question. I'd like to mold the earth stone, if I can find it, into the shape, a 5-foot block into the shapes of umbrellas that are big enough to match the size of everybody. So we're gonna make stone umbrellas.
Can you really quickly show me mold earth?
Yeah.
The workshop already engaged.
Basically, you can only do that. You can only hold the shape of it for like 2 objects. I'm pretty sure.
And it only lasts an hour.
Yeah, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at the same time. And while one is no longer active because of the fact that it was whammed into the side of a wolf, it still means you only have 1 more available.
You can always give it to Ripley.
I'm gonna give it to the furry ones.
Hold on. You cause shapes, colors, or both to appear in the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. If you want to do that, that lasts an hour.
I mean, with Ripley, it's that she's cold-blooded, so that she's gonna freeze quicker than any of us.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what I'm just saying for the mold earth cantrip. For what you want to do, where it's like,
Well,
if you just want to.
To be fair, I could do 2 earth ones and then 2 ice umbrellas. Because I could do shape water for the other 2.
Can you show me shape water, please?
Yeah. And then I have warm clothes, so I'll just gust myself every now and then. It's the same
I'm
thing.
gonna say that since they are essentially the same thing, they sort of enact in themselves. So you can't have more than 2 going at the same time.
It does say
I know
cast
there's
this spell multiple times.
I know, but I'm going to put in a mouse rule. Trying to have 2 things active at the same time, like to this extent.
This seems like a concentration-esque situation.
Like it's not even just about that. It's about the fact that it's overwhelming, and it's only going to last you an hour, and you have to keep doing it over and over again.
OP or not, it just seems a bit silly too. We don't really need.
Yeah, it's a little
umbrellas.
extra. That's the word I'm looking for.
I like to.
And we're using a lot of time to come up.
No, but slow down for me.
Okay.
Like extra or not, it's like taking a lot of time out just to like try to think about this.
Through the forest, then.
Yeah, we'll be under trees at least. Oh yeah, is Chandra still there?
Yeah, I'd say like y'all don't really see her at the entrance way into the woods, and after walking for a little while, you do hear like the sound of rustling next to you as she's caught up. She just had to piss or something.
Okay. Alright, change of plans. We're going to another person who might be able to solve our shield friend's problem first.
Alright.
More time to learn, but it's more time to learn that like trick with the stopping one's heartbeat.
Well, that'd be fun to try. But I don't want to be walking around that much, especially not up that way.
That's fine. If we ever come out of there and we'll get to the once we're ready, we'll go to the to the prison you mentioned, and we'll meet you there or close there.
Just the forest.
I'm not gonna put myself in there just yet. I would just wait in the forest, but I do like a good night's rest in places. So, if you need me, I will be in Mail Nest.
Okay.
I'll just spend time there. It's close enough to White Gulch. And also, I'm lazy.
That is fine. And also, we apologize if we're taking your time.
No, I don't really have anything else to do, so none time taken from me.
Alright. We just had to deal with our situation real quick. It seems we have a bunch of situations going on, but but once we're ready, we'll find you.
Enjoy yourself.
Alright, thank you.
She'll probably just walk you guys out of the tree line until eventually you both go your separate ways. It's gonna take about 12 days, 14 days to get out of there.
Alright.
Do any events transpire during those 14 days?
One does.
Okay.
Before you guys are reaching the tree line, you guys are about maybe 4 days out, maybe 3. Shuma,
Yeah.
as you are laying there, what are you thinking about?
She's thinking about Jake. She's thinking about Jake. Just kinda wonder if she did treat him badly, how she can make up for it.
As you're thinking about that, you can see him not really sleeping with you anymore, sort of just off away-ish. See he's like leaned himself against a rock, and he's trying to keep his eyes open, but he's like slowly falling asleep up against the rock. And as you watch him, and as you just kind of think to yourself, you hear this voice. Ruma. Ruma. Kind of calling to you from a distance.
Probably look over in that direction, thinking it's like Ash or something.
Ash seems to be asleep. And you hear the voice again. Ruma.
I'm gonna try to look for it.
As you look around, out of your vision, you catch the sight of what looks like a woman, a figure, in the woods before vanishing around a tree.
Shim's gonna quietly get up and just walk in that direction.
As you get closer, you hear it a little bit more strongly. Shuma, 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 as you feel a hand on your shoulder.
She'll turn.
As you turn around, you're back in the streets of your hometown. People are walking alongside of you again. And your god is behind you. It's a little bit of an arch to her brow as she kind of looks over you. Shuma, what are you doing?
I was following a voice in the woods.
You must have been calling for you.
Yes.
Hello. So, you've gotten something new. She'll put her hand under your arm and move the shield towards where she can see it.
Yes.
What's this about?
It's a thing we found.
I've heard of it.
I put it on by mistake. I don't even know why I did. And now it's a part of me. I can't remove it.
Eventually, I'm sure you will. She'll kind of just slide her hand away from it. It smells of another god.
Oh
Not
shit.
fond of it.
I'm not either.
Maybe we can adopt it. Maybe it can preach your godly name.
Oh no, not that thing.
How so?
Smells of a dead god. One forgotten and buried. Now clinging on in this cursed artifact.
Remnants of the dead are usually meant to pass on. I'll do my best to do so. If these remnants are not able to pass on but are able to grow, we can make them like us. I don't see why it's impossible.
If you want to waste your time, fine. But I'm getting a little impatient. Just a little tad bit.
Of what?
How slow you are at this.
Slow at what?
We've been over this before. You just need to find those who deserve punishment and hurt them. Everyone's out to get you. Why else do you think a shield is attaching itself to your arm? Maybe they meant for it to do that.
What would I have to roll to break out of a trance like this?
Wisdom save at disadvantage.
Oh no. Not disadvantage on something I'm bad at. Yeah, that's a 10.
No.
Wait. What if I use my favorite by the gods? To roll 2d4 on top of that.
Sure.
Ow.
Okay.
15.
My arm. Ow.
15's usually a pretty good thing to roll, you know? Works pretty well.
Oh no.
God damn it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
You feel yourself trying to pull away as you instinctually begin to kind of move yourself back. She holds her hand out to you and you're stopped. She's not even touching you. Her hand's just kind of slightly over your chest. Just no. That's not how this works. And she'll pull her hand back, and as she does, you feel yourself move closer to her. Shuma, I won't do anything yet. But you know what I want. You know what we need to do. This is what we strive for. You just can't run from it. She'll put her hands and drag them down the side of your face, her fingers as cold as ever. No warmth.
She's just going to be silent.
You're not in. In another month's time, I'll come talk to you again. But if there's no progress, and more importantly, if there has been no one brought forward by their wrongdoings, if you have not a single soul that has wept tears of sorrow for their sins towards you, or not someone you have broken down with the might of what lays on your hand, in order to pursue a justice, I will be more impatient that day. You breathe by my word, so heed my calling. And she'll just press her hand against your chest. And you're standing on the woods again. You're probably about, at this point, 15 feet away from where the group is sleeping.
I think she's going to walk out a bit farther and just keep going until she runs into a rock face or large stone of something like that.
As you're walking and walking, you feel just nothing. So you just eventually stop at the bottom of this large tree.
I'm going to use inflict wounds on this tree.
You're gonna use it.
And I'm going to carve using my finger just a sentence.
Give me the damage.
Oh yeah, shit. Inflict wounds can fuck up a tree, I'm pretty sure.
Fuck that tree.
Yeah, fuck that tree.
It's so
I'm
funny
gonna
being.
say this is like a thicker but older kind of like tree, and as you place your hand on it and begin to carve, you realize you dug your fingers in a little too deep as you're singeing an entire area of this tree away, as you're hollowing out parts of this
Okay.
tree in front of your own hands. And
Christ.
Shuma, as you do this, as this tree begins to burn with necrotic ash, you hear a sound behind you. As those of you who are sleeping, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Advantage because we're asleep.
I'll say it's not a disadvantage because it's close enough nearby.
Natural 20.
Nice, Ash. Ash, you are first. You'd be the first one to sit up fully as you hear the sound, and you look over towards where you can see you can hear it from. The rest of you, first Timberpelt kind of shaking himself awake, like what the fuck, and then Ripley kind of moving her head up. Lonnie, you are beautifully asleep. You are unbothered. You are hydrated. You are flourishing. You are in your own lane. As the rest of you sit up, let's see if Jake noticed. Nope.
Even more in his lane.
He is sad. He is crying. Um,
Oh no!
but everyone except Lonnie and Jake immediately are up as you hear this noise. And Shuma, as you turn around to look at what this noise is, the first thing you see is a tip of a spear against your face.
Jesus.
As trailing down it and up to where this person taller than you is, you see a large centaur staring down at you, covered in fur. As he's at least 10 feet away from you, holding the spear out to where it just barely touches your nose.
Oh shit.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Not my.
that was awesome.
Not my burly centaur.
The edge of my seat.
Hey,
Nope.
that's
No,
mean.
What?
Not.
Sounded mean.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to not be too optimistic because I don't want to be too loud. This is actually really interesting. I fucking want to know the story of this guy, this hunk, this stud
My
muffin. I want to know
my
what's going on.
My burly centaur, man.
Burly centaur, man. Do they fight or do they...
I can take on 3 centaur men at once. In a fight, right? in a fight, right?
Oh boy. Yeah, the name for this session definitely fits.
Oh yeah, definitely unhealthy attachments. Fuck.
Phew!